Hey everyone, podcasting from the BCTV studios in Brattleboro, Vermont. Welcome. This is Town Matters, a broadcast about current issues going on in Brattleboro town government. I'm John Potter, the new town manager in Brattleboro, and your host on Town Matters. Today we're going to be discussing what the Brattleboro Selectboard has been working on for the months of May and June 2023. The town will continue to post detailed information on the website, brattleboro.org, about what is going to be discussed at the bi-weekly Selectboard meetings. This show will also be posted on the town website, and you can follow the town's social media pages to know when we publish new episodes. So first, we're going to look back at the Selectboard meeting of May 16th. Where the board had an executive session to discuss contracts and collective bargaining agreements before they went into regular session. The consent agenda was approved 5-0, and then the board took up the changes to the cemetery ordinance around natural and Islamic burials, which were adopted with unanimous support. Then the Vermont Agency of Transportation gave a presentation on the Exit 1 Bridges rehab project that will happen later this year. Following a brief Q&A, the board heard from Assistant Fire Chief Charles Keir on the EMS update for April, which was accepted 5-0 after a discussion about whether to keep doing these monthly updates, which was affirmed. With the monthly EMS update done, the board took up the Fire EMS Transition Project and heard about a new project website, project email, and this podcast, all part of efforts to improve engagement with interested people. Next, the board learned about progress on the 2 EMS transition tracks, contracted and municipal. They discussed the request for information to gauge interest, if it exists, from contract EMS providers and to seek suggestions on what to include in a request for proposals later this summer. After that, the board heard a presentation from Finance Director Kim Frost and Assistant Town Manager Patrick Moreland on potential revenues from a municipal EMS approach. A number of great comments and questions were raised by board members and members of the public. No motion was requested on this item, and the next time the board will take up the Fire EMS Transition Project will be at the June 20th meeting. The last agenda item on the May 16th meeting was a discussion of the newly formed Emergency Housing Response Team, put together to address any repercussions from the state's ending of the motel program for homeless people and families. Now we'll look ahead to the meetings of June 3rd and June 6th. The agendas have been approved for both of these meetings. The Saturday, June 3rd special meeting is a Selectboard retreat, and this was announced and warned on Friday, May 26th. It will take place in Holton Hall at the Winston Prouty Center on Austin Drive, starting at 9 a.m. and also carried live on BCTV. The Selectboard will review town accomplishments over the past 2 years and discuss their shared long-term vision for the town before hearing from department heads on their upcoming priorities. In the afternoon, the topics will be the Selectboard's fiscal year 24 priorities and the Selectboard's fiscal year 25 priorities. The June 6th meeting is a regular Tuesday night meeting, and the agenda will be posted and warned later this week. But here's a preview. The meeting will begin at 6:15 p.m. after an executive session. Public participation should start at around 6:25 for anyone with something to discuss that is not already on the agenda. There will be 4 items on the consent agenda: the dog warrant and 2 bid awards for Crack Seal and the Retreat Pump Station, as well as a liquor license. The board will take up on new business, security services for the Transportation Center, financial software, a letter from the Traffic Safety Committee about the Williams Western Ave intersection, preliminary utility fund and parking fund budgets, applications to the bond bank, and announcements of committee vacancies. Finally, before other brief town updates and announcements, the Selectboard's summer schedule has been set, and there will be meetings on the following Tuesdays: June 20th as scheduled, none on July 4th, but a special meeting on July 11th, none on July 18th, but a special meeting on July 25th. No meeting on August 1st, but back to regular schedule on August 15th. So meetings on June 20th, July 11th, July 25th, August 15th, and then it's September. In other news, here are announcements from town departments. There will be a Planning Commission public hearing on amendments to the land use regulation on Monday, June 5th at 6 p.m. in the Selectboard meeting room or on Zoom. So please check it out if you are interested in zoning impediments to building new and different housing in Brattleboro. The dog warrant, as mentioned, is being presented to the Selectboard at the June 6th meeting. Anyone who has not yet licensed their dog for the year should do so with the town clerk's office prior to June 6th, or risk being fined $100. The Recreation and Parks Department is gearing up for summer programs and camps. Parents can register online at www.brattleboro.org or in person at 207 Main Street at the Rec and Parks office. The library wants you to know that they have gardening tools that you can borrow from the Big Red Shed. And finally, in celebration of Juneteenth, the town of Brattleboro is inviting Black artists to display and sell their work in the Municipal Center on select dates in June. For details, contact HR Director Sally Cruz-Nix at snix@brattleboro.org. That's pretty much all we will cover today. Look for additional episodes in the weeks and months to come. And again, please give us feedback at townmatters@brattleboro.org to help us make it better. Thanks for joining us today. Have a wonderful few weeks, Brattleboro, and talk with you again soon.